Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Enyoma. I go by The Simple Pharmacist here on YouTube. You can also find me on my website, thesimplepharmacist.com, and that's pharmacist spelled with an F, not a PH. Today is going to be a short video as usual. A short video. I'm going to be just talking about my experiences with people trying to scam me, a Nigerian woman. You're trying to scam a Nigerian. Them swear for you. Honestly, I was like, what? Yeah. Twice in the space of 1 week. Twice. But in the meantime, I like this hair color. Like, I really like it. I'm thinking about dyeing my hair this color. It's Primrose by Hair Paint Wax or something. Hair Paint Wax, yes, that's the right one. But I don't know. I don't think I've ever been a redhead before. But I like it. I like it. Actually, before we get started, I want to tell you what my next two videos are going to be about. The first one is going to be about my trip to Cuba. I went for 4 days, and I just want to share with you guys what it was like and why I think it is an experience that every American should have, especially based on the relationship between the two countries. So that's the next video. And the second video after that is going to be about my results completing a 17-day water fast. Yes, 17 days no food. I am currently on day 4 of it and I feel great. I have a lot of energy. I'm happy. And if you're a woman, you've ever wondered about doing a water fast, I think you will like that video. So please subscribe and like and share, and you will be able to get those videos coming up. All right, let's get into today's video. Okay, so back to the video. This week I tried to sell my 2 cameras. One is a DSLR Canon 70D, and the second one is a mirrorless camera by Fuji, and they're both used in good condition. I was gonna sell them with their lenses and the microphones I got and flash attachments, batteries, battery charger, basically the works. So I put it up on Craigslist and also OfferUp. So let's talk about what happened on Craigslist first and why you should always follow your intuition whenever you're dealing with financial matters. First, you should get knowledgeable about finances, as I've mentioned before in my previous videos, and you should follow your intuition. If something seems sketchy, it most likely is. But I put this video, I put the product up on Craigslist for the Canon 70D, and almost immediately I got a reply from this dude, and he was like, I'm ready to purchase it. I've been waiting to get one just for this price. It was $650 for a camera plus 4 lenses and battery charger and battery, basically the works, and this is like a really good deal. And he was like, well, I'm out of town because I'm having hip surgery, but I can send you a check if you just send me your mailing address and full name and blah blah blah. I was like, no. Why would I give you, a complete stranger, my full name and mailing address so you can send me a check at the end of 2019? Who writes checks anymore? No offense if you do. But who writes checks anymore? What am I supposed to do with the check? I was like, no. I use an online bank and I don't want to go through the hassle of depositing a check. He's like, you can do a mobile deposit. I'm like, why would I go through waiting for you to send me a check when you can easily just Venmo, PayPal, Zelle, Google Pay, Apple Pay, Cash App? We'll talk about Cash App later. Why wouldn't you use any of those? He was like, I don't have access to that. I'm like, you're using email right now. So that means you're able to get on a website. And I sent him the links to the websites and he's like, no, it has to be check. And I was like, well, then it's a no, sir, ain't it? I have other options. And I was just like, you know what? This is definitely a scam. I try to give people the benefit of the doubt, and probably more than I should. But what is wrong with people? At least be smarter about it if you're going to do a scam, instead of telling someone you're going to send them a check for something you're buying on Craigslist. What am I going to do with a check from a stranger, Anyway, so that was my first experience or somebody trying to scam me. The thing is, again, I'm a Nigerian woman and I grew up in Nigeria before moving to the States. I feel like a lot of Nigerians, I know there's a few of us that got left behind, but a lot of us have this inbuilt BS filter where we can tell whether or not this is legit or this is a scam. Nigerians already have an it's an unfair reputation that we're scammers. Yes, there are scammers in Nigeria, and yes, there are Nigerians all over the world who are scammers. Shame on you if you are. But there are a lot of other people from other nationalities that do the same things, and when they're caught, they just say they're Nigerian, which then makes us have an even worse name. And of course, the media sometimes doesn't necessarily do a good job of digging through all the facts, so they just report it as Nigerian scam, Nigerian scam. So now we have a whole name, Nigerian scam, which is unfair. We should have a reputation for being some of the most hardworking and educated people on the planet, period. But people need to realize that when you come for me as a Nigerian woman to try and get my money, it's an exercise in futility. Really. There's no point. You're really just doing a fool's errand. The second one, which happened just today, was trying to sell the Fuji on OfferUp, which I use frequently. And so this person was like, oh, it's a great price. I want to get it for my son. Can you ship it to Florida? I was like, yeah, sure, I can ship it to Florida. Just pay the shipping fee. And then we were like, okay, I priced it for $350. This person who presented as a woman said they were going to pay me $400, which was going to include the shipping cost. And I was like, okay. And she was like, send me your Cash App name and I'll Cash App it to you. And I said, why don't you want to just pay through the app? They sent a shipping label and everything. And they're like, no, I just want to use Cash App. I'm like, okay, sure, here's my Cash App name. So I sent her my or her or whoever. It's probably not a girl, it's just someone presenting as a woman, because they think women are more trustworthy or something. I don't know. But I send her my Cash App, and then she says she's sending the $400. I get a notification from an email that is Cash App Reserve 41. I'm gonna put this on the screen, but it says Cash App Reserve 41, and they want her to send me an additional $200 so that my account can be upgraded to a business account. Meanwhile, on Cash App, all you have to do is just change your settings to business account to get it to become a business account. And so I'm like, okay, I already changed my settings so it's a business account. You send the extra $200, and she's like, I'll send it right now, and just tell me when you get it and you can reimburse it immediately. And she's like, are you gonna reimburse it immediately? I'm like, yeah, I'll reimburse it immediately. And then once she sends the extra $200, again, nothing is showing up in my Cash App balance as receiving money. It's just going to my email. Oh, actually, in order to get the full funds and release the funds to you, you have to go to a Google store and purchase a $100 gift card. And then you take pics of that $100 that you spent and send it back to this account. And then you send an extra $100 payment back to the person who sent you this. The email is full of typos. It makes no sense. And I said, why would I need to purchase a Google anything to sell you my camera? And they're like, oh, we just have to do that. Here's a number you should call. I look at the number to call, and I quickly Google Cash App and look at their number. And then I send Cash App an email to see what reply I would get. Because usually they'll just send an automated reply. The email that Cash App sent me was a different email address than this Cash App several 42. Yeah, that's what it was. Cash App several 42.gmail.com or something. I texted this chick back. I said, actually, this is a scam. I will not be paying for anything. And that phone number you sent is a scam. Again, I don't know what is wrong with people. I just don't understand the need to lie and to cheat your way through life. But I'm very glad that I followed my instincts. A lot of times when someone promises you more money than you expected, for example, this person was offering to pay $400 versus the $350 I posted for. The bell started ringing in my head originally and immediately, but I decided to just kind of go with it and see. I mean, maybe this is a blessing from the Lord. Who knows? I'm not going to block my blessing. It wasn't. And you might be in a hurry to just get things over with or sell the product or get rid of it. But if you're ever having any kind of warning signs in your head, or follow your intuition, follow your instincts, especially with your money, because a lot of times it's not just the money they take from you. Sometimes they can ruin your credit. They can get your personal information and hack into your accounts. Just be safe, basically. And I'm glad that I didn't fall for it, but I know a lot of other people who may not be as tech savvy or not as money wise, or don't know that you need to Google and contact the actual company if you're dealing with someone who's sending you a number to call. Just make sure that you're actually looking for the right information for yourself and not trusting some random person over a text message over the internet. But yeah, that's my story. I just want to say to all the people who tried to scam me that you came for the wrong girl. Okay?